today's homework for you to think through. Would you buy a house for your kid to live in while he or she is away at school? I'm Elise Glink. Here's today's Real Estate Minute. If you're considering buying a home of some sort, condo, maybe it's a single-family house, for your college-bound child to live in while going to school, I want you to think through the following 4 key points so that you're really sure you're making a smart financial move. First, compare costs. How much would you have to spend on housing for the next 4 years if you don't buy a place? Think about the costs of dorm living and the rent you or your child may pay living off campus, and then calculate that against the cost of actually buying a place. Here's another important point. Is your child actually responsible enough to manage a piece of real estate? If you're buying an apartment or a house, chances are your child is going to be sharing it with roommates. But that means there are bills to be paid, items to maintain, and sometimes that means your child will have to be tough with his or her friends. Now, maybe this is a great life lesson that you want to give your child, but I'd hate to think that the mortgage wouldn't get paid or the lights would get turned off because somebody wasn't being a responsible manager. Third, can you afford to buy something you'd want your child to actually live in? So you might think it's expensive to spend $14,000 on room and board at a private school, but it's nowhere near that cheap to buy near a college campus as it once was, right? So you might end up paying a lot more if you're going to afford a safe and secure home for your child and his or her friends. Got to think that one through. Finally, how long are you going to have this investment? My guess is it's probably a short horizon. Assuming your child graduates in a timely fashion, ideally 4 years, might be as much as 6 years. If you have 2 children and they go back to the same school, you're golden. That 8 to 10-year horizon is going to be pretty awesome. And you're always going to have your child being able to find friends who want to move in. But I want you to think about an exit strategy and how you'll actually compute the profitability of this investment. Don't forget to think about the lost opportunity cost of the capital. In the end, and this is something to consider, this real estate investment may not be as much about making money, and I use that term judiciously, as it is about spending less than you otherwise would have to house your child during college. So factor in housing to whatever choices you're making about the overall investment in your child's college education. It's going to be some homework, but it's the kind of homework you want to get done ahead of time. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about investing in real estate, check out my Intentional Investor series at thinklinkstore.com and use the discount code BUYNOW, B-U-Y-N-O-W, for substantial savings. And be sure to visit my website, thinklink.com, and sign up for my free weekly newsletters. Until then, I'm Elise Glink.